If your aim looks like this aim routine will fix it in a week. You'll be hitting shots that you never thought you could. But you need to ask yourself these two critical questions. First, why do most aim routines fail? Second, what do you need in an aim routine in order to progressively rank up and improve? This aim routine that I'm about to show you, called the Aristotle Method, not only includes the answer to both these questions, but it also is manageable and you can modify it to your own personal schedule so you can stick with it consistently. In this video, I'm going to go over the warm-up, which consists of 2 tasks on aim labs. Each one you can do 3 times, so 6 total run-throughs, and then a firing range portion, and then you're going to do 3 death matches. After you're done playing for the day, that's when you're going to do the actual aim training part. Make sure you stick around towards the end because I give different variations and tips that can help you transfer this aim routine better to your gameplay. First thing you're going to want to do is go to aim labs and navigate over to the benchmark section for the rank section. Duel tracks to start off. While playing the duel track, just try your best to get the high score possible. You can't really mess up by trying to go too fast or too slow when trying to track their strafe. So if you get a high score, that's great. We're not actually going for that right now. The purpose of this is just to warm up and get used to strafing and following their head in Valorant. Next, we have 3 Penta flicks. For this one, if you need to, definitely start on beginner. This can be more challenging and you don't want to create bad habits during this. The purpose of this is to warm up our flicking aim and just trying to get our crosshair on the target as fast as possible and not necessarily caring about the headshots yet. That's for later in the warm-up routine. On this, just focus on getting your crosshair to the dots in the straightest line possible while going at a good speed. If you're at a 90% or above, you can start speeding up, but if you are below 90%, try going slower so you're at least at a 90. Next, we have the firing range portion. The first thing you do in the firing range is you're going to use a Vandal or a one-shot weapon. The first thing you're going to do is easy bots, and you got to get at least a 28 or above to then proceed to the medium bots. Once you get 28 or above on the easy bots, you're going to go on the medium bots and play until you get a 25 score or higher. If you cannot get a 25 score or higher on the medium bots, that's okay. Just continuously do it every day until your aim progresses. Do not go to the hard bots if you cannot get 25 or higher on the medium bots. This will create a bad habit, cause you to try and flick around the screen without actually aiming. Usually the medium bot takes me between 1 to 3 tries to get 25 or higher. However, if you're doing between 5 to 7 and can't get 25, at that point just leave it and proceed to the death matches. However, if you can get 25 or higher, next go to the hard bots. On the hard bots, you're looking to get 15 or greater within your first 3 tries. And if you get 15 on your first try, keep going until you do 3 attempts just to make sure you're warmed up. And after the hard bots, this is where we're going to proceed to the death matches. For your first death match, you're going to either use the Phantom or the Vandal, whichever one you prefer in game. And on this one, you're just trying to get warmed up. Make sure you pay attention to how you're peeking corners, you're working on your movement, and you're really focusing on bringing your crosshair to the enemy's head in the straightest line possible. You should develop your mind muscle memory and your hand-eye coordination, and you start to notice that improvement majorly in game. Your next death match is going to be with the Guardian. For this one, you're just focusing on your first shot accuracy. If you're missing a lot of shots with the Guardian, just really focus on taking less shots and trying your best at just getting that first 1 to 3 shots as close as you can to their head and taking your time aiming. This one, you're obviously not trying to win the deathmatch because you're using a Guardian, so don't worry about your KD or kills. Just focus on your first shot accuracy and not spamming the left click. Your final deathmatch before you start playing will be again with the Phantom or Vandal, whichever one you choose. And this one will be similar to the first deathmatch, except this time you're trying to go a little bit faster and closer to game speed. Again, try and focus on peeking corners the correct way and really aiming for headshots only. This one you should start to feel more confident and more comfortable with your aim after playing the Guardian one, and start to focus on your first shot accuracy with the Phantom or Vandal, just like as if it was the Guardian. Okay, now that the warm-up is done, let's just do a quick recap. You're going to do 3 times dual track, 3 times Penta flicks, 1 times easy bots, 1 time medium bots, 3 time hard bots, and 3 death matches. A lot of guys might be saying that this is too much time for a warm-up, and I completely understand that. This is just the baseline. As I said in the beginning of the video, that towards the end of the video, I'm going to give you different adjustments you can make so it can fit your timeline and daily schedule better. So for right now, just wait until the end of the video because I'm going to be giving several adjustments based on how much time you have to play. And to answer my questions from the beginning of the video, which is onto the aim training part of this aim routine, most aim routines fail because people either can't sit them consistently or not able to incorporate the skills and training into their ranked games. That's why doing several death matches and training your mechanical aim is so important. And the only principle you need in your aim routine for it to be a good aim routine is something called progressive overload. In this aim routine, not only should you be ranking up and playing against better enemies, which the deathmatch servers should put you against better players, but your aim literally has to get better. So now you stick to it consistently. Finally, once you're done playing for the day, this is the aim training portion. Imagine this is a burnout. This is going to be a whole lot simpler than the warm-up portion. For this, you're going to play the 3 death matches just like before, Phantom, Guardian, Phantom, and then from there you're going to go to aim labs. From here you want to play anywhere between 15 to 30 minutes worth of aim labs, and you want to pick any of the benchmark tasks that are in aim labs and prioritize the flicking ones. However, don't neglect the tracking ones as well. I like to do a 2-to-1 ratio, so for every 2 flick tasks I do, I'll do 1 tracking task. It's important to develop all your aim and not just your flicks. However, obviously in Valorant, the flicks is most important, but a lot of times you can make bigger jumps and improvements and progress faster if you're developing all aspects of your aim. Okay, that is the full aim routine. Now, I'm going to provide you guys essentially a tier list of all the aim lab tasks, and where I think the best ones are if you have limited time and can only do certain ones. Also, this aim routine doesn't fit within your schedule, and you don't have enough time to do it, then I'm going to be giving several adjustments you can do in order to cut down the time it takes and still use this aim routine. Here are the best tasks and aim labs that you should be using. We have Penta flick, gentle shot, dual track, and quick switch. Penta flick and dual track you already use in your warm-up routine, so they should be pretty familiar. Next, we have some pretty good alternatives. Straight shot and jump switch are both very challenging and can definitely improve your aim a lot. Next, we have some good ones that you can use as well. Fly shot, deep flick, slide switch, and Penta switch. I think these are good, but I just think there's better alternatives. These last ones are kind of, I think, are the worst of the ones that you should be doing, which are droid track, hover track, and lift shot. And if I didn't list any of the tasks you see in the aim labs benchmarks, then that just kind of means I think they're bad and not even worth playing. Now let's talk about things of the aim routine you can cut in order to make it quicker. First of all, in the warm-up, if you don't need the aim labs tasks, you can cut down on those, or maybe you could do just the dual track or just the Penta flick. You also don't need to do the hard bots as well, as most of the training in the aim training part should be the part where you actually improve your aim. So what that would look like now is either dual track or Penta flick, or you could try tracking the bots in the firing range, and then you can do the easy bots, then the medium bots, and then you could also do 2 death matches instead of 3, so you could do 2 phantom death matches and just cut out the guardian, even though I would not recommend that. But this would cut down your time in the warm-up section. And then the aim training section, since your aim is already warm, you could focus more so on the guardian and do 2 guardian DMs, or you could do a guardian and then just 1 phantom DM. And then you could do less aim training tasks, even though I think doing the aim training tasks after playing has helped me a lot. And if I were to recommend to not skip any of the sections, it would be that one. But you could cut down that and only do flicking tasks, and you can just pull from the tasks that I recommend as either pretty good or the best tasks. For example, that is the entire routine. If you found this video helpful and you liked it, please like and subscribe, or leave a comment letting me know. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.